Here's an amazing story that was once a man came into the shliach's office. It was Rabbi Dreisen. He was in California, and he said that his daughter, Jewish girl, she's running away with a with a non-Jew that wants to. Yeah, connected to a missionary group, and she started off with this boyfriend, and she really liked him. I tried to separate, and then yesterday she just said she's leaving, and she's going to go to Hawaii, and there's going to be a big ceremony, and she's going to change her religion. She's going to change her religion. She's going to become whatever it is, a Catholic, whatever it's called. So Rabbi Dreisen said, "What do you want me to do?" So he said, "Listen, she happens to be in this town. The town, where was the town? I don't remember. But anyway, the town was like an hour drive from where he was. This was on Friday. He came to the man's house, to Rabbi Dreisen's house. Excuse me. So he said to Rabbi Dreisen, "You can make it. Drive down there and talk to him for a couple of minutes. And who knows, maybe it'll do some good and then come back." So Rabbi Dreisen said, "Okay." So he jumped in his car and he drove down there, and it took 4 hours to get there. 4 hours to get there. So we realized he's never going to make it back in time. So first of all, he knocked on the door to see if the address was right, and it was. And he says, "Is there a girl over here called Adina?" "Yes." So he said, "Just 1 second." He ran to the grocery store and he bought some kosher crackers and some tuna that was kosher. And that was going to be his meal. That was going to be his meal. And he ran back to this. So the girl was very angry. She was very angry. I mean, she had made up her mind. She's leaving this, Judaism. It's all old fashioned anyway. She's going to this new bright religion where everybody loves her and everybody cares. Everybody cares. So he starts talking, and she's there with her boyfriend, and also there's the leader of this group, cult, whatever it is, missionaries. So she's not. So the girl, she's not really that interested at all. And so he prays in a corner, and there's no synagogue around anywhere near. And he prays in a corner, eats his little meal, and then they talk. They talk until about 2 o'clock in the morning, and the non-Jews are pretty interested in what he's got to say, and they're they figure maybe they can convince him, maybe not convince him. I mean, basically, you should know that missionaries. I've talked to missionaries. They don't listen to what you say. They only want to listen. They just look at you to see if you're listening to what they say. They just wait until you finish talking. And then, anyway, so that's the way it was. So, so he was talking to them, talking. And the whole Shabbat was like that. He was knocked out. Shabbos ends, and he says he's going to. And so he had absolutely no success whatsoever. No, it's just wasted the whole Shabbos talking to these people. At least he tried. So he said, "Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it." And, the conversation was very interesting. He goes, and the girl, she says, "Okay, I'll come back with you." So he was very surprised. I mean, he lost the argument, hands down. They didn't listen to anything that he said whatsoever. And she for sure was not convinced by anything that he said. She didn't. So he didn't ask any questions. He said, "Okay," they get in the car and they drive back. On the way back home, so he says to the girl, "Tell me, was it something I said?" What was it? The girl said, "I didn't understand anything that you said. I didn't listen to anything that you said. Nothing that you said had any effect on me whatsoever. The fact that you came down to, convince me was very nice, but, you're a religious person. You have your agenda. We have our agenda." He says, "So what made you convinced?" He said, "Well," he said, "a long time ago, when I was like 12 years old, my father took me into the Lubavitcher Rebbe." She says, "My father took me into the Lubavitcher Rebbe to get a blessing for my bat mitzvah." A bat mitzvah. Maybe before she was 12, before bat mitzvah. He said, so the Rebbe, my father talked to the Rebbe, didn't understand anything. I wasn't listening. So then the Rebbe turned to me and he said to me that if you ever need us, he says, just ask and I'll send one of my representatives to help you. If you ever need us or you ever need me, I don't remember, if you ever need me, I'll send one of my representatives to help you. And I didn't understand that. I was a girl, 11 years old. But suddenly, as you were leaving, I remembered that that's what he said. And I remembered that I saw that you were so intent, you seemed to be so genuine in what you were saying, that I remembered what the Rebbe said. And I realized that you were the person that the Rebbe sent in order to help me. And therefore I decided, and now at the time when this story was written, this story must have been written like 30 years ago. They said at the time she'd already gotten married and she had 3 children. So we see that God helps. We're not alone. Have a good day with Mashiach now.